everybody. It's Friday. It's not Friday.
I wish it was Friday. I
It's
got so excited.
I wish it were Friday as
I
well.
was like, yeah.
And thank you for joining us, those who are joining in. My name is Melody. I'm so glad to be here with Rochelle. Rochelle, how did your weekend go? How was Easter?
It was great. I got to see my parents, so that's always fun. And that was quick weekend, but good weather and had time to catch up with all the things on Monday. Got some work done over the weekend, and yeah, it was good. How about you?
Yeah, so I had a good Easter, I guess. It was, cleaning the house because that's what we do when people are coming over. That's the only time we really clean is when people are coming over. Tell me you know what that's like, that I'm not crazy, but it was good. We even washed our windows, like we were really getting into it. So I've been tired, of course, ever since. So I also feel like I've just been really tired this week, but this energizes me getting to see friends. If you're watching, say hi, say where you are. Stay tuned. We are going to have a surprise guest come on, and we're going to play a game where we get to lie. So if you're like me and you like to lie, then stick around.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're going to show a couple of, we're going to show our Spring into Spaces class in a couple of minutes. But yeah, so Rochelle, did you make your list of shout outs?
Oh, I didn't know there was a homework assignment.
Okay. All right.
No,
Well,
I'm kidding.
Good.
I do. I can always make some shout outs. I always follow your lead on them, but I can certainly make some.
Okay, good. You follow my lead, and I'm glad that you did because I want to surprise you a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Thrive and Edu community where we're going through, and also the Alice Keeler Teacher Tech. Hello, everybody. Stick around. We have something amazing for you. And I don't know if y'all know this, but Dr. Rochelle Danae Poth, she is an ISTE like featured speaker. And that's no small thing. It's huge. So first of all, I wanted to say congratulations to you. I wanted to give a shout out to Adam Juarez and Catherine Goyette. They sent me this book, The Complete Ed Tech Coach. I'm so excited. I can't wait to dive in. Adam and Catherine are also ISTE featured speakers. So kudos to them. So wonderful. And we have a whole bunch of tech influencers in our community. I'm going to drop that link. And did you know anybody on that list, Rochelle?
Oh, on the 30 for this year? Yeah. And I was excited. And it seems like because I was surprised last year that I was on the list and I didn't even know. I didn't even see. I remember reading through it and somehow I missed my name. I don't know. And somebody sent me congratulations. I was like, for what?
Sure was me.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't see it. So then this year I saw somebody, and I can't remember who it was. Somebody else posted that they read through the list too and didn't realize their name was on it. And I was like, I can totally relate. Yeah, it was great to read through that list and see so many people, so many of our friends, members of our community being recognized for all of the work that they do and the influence that they have in bringing about change and just taking risks in learning with professional learning in schools, modeling it for teachers, for students, whatever their role is. So yeah, lots of familiar faces on there, and was always great to see people recognized for that. So
heck yeah, like I love it. And even though you're not on it this year because you were on it last year, which you should be able to be on it years or whatever.
No, it needs to change it up.
Follow. But Kyle Anderson, congratulations to you. Coach Hicks, congratulations to you. And Monica Burns, Dr. Monica Burns, she was on our show. Congratulations to you and everybody else. Okay. Now we have a mysterious guest coming up in just a few minutes. But before we bring our mysterious guest up, we're going to talk about something that's really near and dear to my heart.
Literally right now.
Yes. All right. We're going to talk about the Spring into Spaces, and both Rochelle and I are involved in this. And I want to say thank you for having this special edition with me this week, Rochelle. We're not going to be going live on Friday, but thanks for doing this. I usually do my book chats on Wednesday, but this is a really exciting class. I'm going to be out of town next week. And so I wanted to share with those of our friends who watch. I think this is a great opportunity for you to help finish out the year, make it really interesting, just give us some spice. And all right, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, so I'm going to share. Okay, this is All right, Spring into Spaces. So I'm going to drop a link in just a second, but if you want to join our class, we're actually going for 8 weeks. This is week 2, and I'm going to drop the link, and it's just a way to create community. We have about a little over 100 educators in our platform right now, and we would love to invite you. Rochelle, what do you like about using Spaces?
Oh my gosh, what is there to not like about using Spaces? I guess, and I just did last night. I'm an ISTE certified educator, so every month they have a different theme, and the educators have 2 minutes to present something based on the theme. So last night, this month, digital citizenship, and so Spaces is great for digital citizenship. It's great for social emotional learning. It's great for end of the year activities because there's so many things you can do with it. But what I love is how excited my students get, or actually initially got, about it, and how excited they still are about it whenever they come in. They're like, hey, are we doing something with Spaces today? I'm like, oh my gosh, every single day you want to do something with Spaces. And sometimes I just make something up when they come in because I had a plan, and they come in and they're like, come on, can't we do something? I'm like, yeah, we totally are today. That I think is something really quickly, which is the nice thing about it, is that there's so many different ways to use it that you don't have to put a lot of time in to plan something big. It can just be you post a question and have students respond and use the audio, or send them on a scavenger hunt and make up a quick list based on what you're teaching and let them go cause some chaos, when they're doing that. But there's so many other things that they're building in the process besides their content area. So I just love that you can use it for classroom, for educators to have like a personal learning, professional learning network space to share, which is the Spacetronauts, which we have that. But I'm gonna pause there because you will get me talking and it'll be like 8 o'clock.
I love it. I love, number one, that your students love it so much. And you are actually the person that introduced me to Spaces last spring. And since then, Spaces has really, really changed quite a bit, for making it even better. And then Bonnie, hey, Bonnie, and let me know, Bonnie, if you want to come up and join us in just a minute for our game, or just wherever you are, you can tune in. But you two have been instrumental. And now I do work for Spaces, but I use it with my kids too, because I'm homeschooling and I love it. It's like one of those tools that you use every day, or at least I do. And so that's why I kind of just wanted to share. I mean, it seems it's a new technology. It might look a little bit like social media, but it's great for building community, and that's really important to me. I am actually going to start sharing some stuff that we were doing in the community. So Rochelle, if anybody comments, do you mind pulling them up? Okay, great.
Got it.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to go to this page. Okay. So yeah, so this is like, if you join our Spring into Spaces class right now, and I dropped the link if you wanted to join, we're actually celebrating this week with 2 truths and a lie. And this is from Gina. Gina, she posted, we're supposed to like, hey, I love the outdoors. This is my 16th year in education, or I have 3 dogs. I think that, and you can make your guess too if you join our community, I think she's lying about the great outdoors. I think she's trying a little bit too hard to make it, you know what I mean? Like talking a little bit too much.
Never know.
And then our friend Linda Edwards, she's amazing. She uses Buncee, and I know that you are really into Buncee as well, Rochelle. And so I love that she shared her design with us. Mm-hmm. And she actually did more than 2 truths. She did like 3 truths. And you guessed it.
I did.
And lucky then guess. Yeah, and then I love what you did, Rochelle, and I'm actually going to play it because you use audio. I just love that there are so many features in here. So are you ready? Tell me if you can't hear it.
Hi, everyone. So here are my truths and a lie. In no particular order, I was a majorette at Penn State. I can speak 5 different languages, and I'm an attorney.
Could you hear that, Rochelle?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I did the thumbs up.
Okay. I can't see right now, but I know which one is a lie. I'm not going to spoil it. Okay. That's why I haven't answered it, because I know all the answers. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then if you come and join our community, you can see that we've been last week. A couple of people won $25 gift cards. It's going to happen again this week. And we have just been starting a community in our like individual spaces. I shared some resources if you want to get started with Spaces. And this is in everybody's individual space. I call it the parking lot. And that way you have things to do once you've gotten started. And there's already a lot of people in here. There's even a space where we're growing our PLN. Now, Spaces, obviously, it's for school, for students, but it's a great place for, educators to also meet. Like I've talked with several different educators who are like, this is a great platform for like some PD. So you can definitely do that as well. But here we've everybody's dropped their links so that we can start following them. So that's a great part of this as well. And I don't want to sound like a commercial or whatever, but I just hope that everybody will join our Spaces class. It's really exciting. It's going right now. We have we're going to be dropping some Two Truths and a Lie every day. We're going to pick some winners on Friday, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Did you already put this? I'm totally going to rock Spaces to launch book studies for our book.
I did. Yeah. It's Facebook user. I don't know who, but that's okay.
I feel like it might be our mystery guest who is coming up. And would you like me to pull up our mystery guest?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I'm going to stop sharing the screen.
Okay.
All right. And our mystery guest is
drum roll.
Hello, Mr. Adam Juarez. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Glad to be here.
Yes. Hey, congratulations, number one, on being a featured voice like Rochelle. You and your wife, Catherine Goyette, you both are amazing, and you're doing so much. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, this is now finishing up my 17th year in education, all the same districts, but the first 10 years as a U.S. and world history teacher at middle school and high school. And the last 7 years, I've been on assignment as the grade 6 through 12 ed tech integration coach. And that was that jump into coaching out of the classroom was the best professional move I've ever made, and has allowed me to meet so many great people and just become a true lifelong learner.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about your book.
So the book, The Complete EdTech Coach, An Organic Approach to Supporting Digital Learning, is the book that my wife and I, we co-authored it. It's the book that we wish we had when we began our journey as tech coaches, because there was no books on it. There's books about coaching, there's books about technology, but tech coaching was such a new kind of industry. This is what we wish we had. So it isn't really like a textbook. It's just our stories. We quote Jimmy Casas in there. He always talks about how I don't have answers, but I have experiences. And that's pretty much what we're doing with tech coaching. And it's something for everybody in education. Don't be confused by the title. If you're a classroom teacher, it's what you can expect or should expect that you're tech coaching, how to work with them. If you're an administrator, it's how to best to leverage your tech coaches. And if you're a tech coach and you want to learn from some experienced tech coaches, there's stuff for you. And if you're a content coach, it's how you can better integrate the technology in an organic fashion.
Awesome. And so this mystery person is actually you. Is that is that bit.ly/organic edtech? Is that your awesome?
Yeah, but that's the link to the book on Amazon.
Nice. And so it doesn't matter if technology has already changed since you last wrote it. It's about like how to implement it and how to make it like usable. Okay. I love it. I can't wait to have you on my book chat as well. So Cool. All right. Are you guys ready to play a terrible game where we get to lie?
I'm ready.
Okay. It's so cool.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
I'm kidding.
Okay, if not a lot of people, we've got a lot of time. So if not a lot of people join in, we've got to lie a few times. Okay. So Bonnie, are you still out there? Are you ready to lie a little bit? I know I focus on the lying. It's just fun because you don't always get to, it's just fun to tell stories.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. And so we're going to do that in just a second. But if you're watching and you want to share two truths and a lie, you can just put a comment and we'll flash it on the screen. And we will also play along with you as well. Mm-hmm. And you can guess, like when Adam, Rochelle, or I put two truths and a lie, you can also guess which one you think is out there. So, okay, Bonnie can lie, I'm sure. Okay. All right. Who wants to go first?
Oh. So now I got to come up with different lies, huh? Or Adam can go.
I'll get this party started. So you guys
all right. Come on, Adam.
All right, here we go. Which one is not true? I am a frequent keynote speaker at conferences. I am a former college soccer player, and I have 4 daughters.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Me too.
Okay.
You go first, Mel.
Bonnie says that she can lie like a rug, and so can Adam. Apparently, I'm pretty sure that if I go through your social media, that the 4 daughters checks out. Like, there's a lot of ladies in your life, Adam. So I am going to say the soccer. I think the soccer is a lie. I bet that's something you wish were true.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Rochelle,
Well, I was going to
go.
go with the 4 daughters because I was trying to think about social posts and backtrack and think, have I seen? That's the one I was going to go with, but I don't know. I might be wrong now.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
The answer is I am not a frequent keynoter. I've only done 1 keynote. I do have 4 daughters, and I played soccer for Fresno Pacific University at the turn of the century.
Dang, we were both wrong.
I don't look like a soccer player anymore.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh.
That is so cool. Okay, so he lied. No, he didn't lie about soccer. He lied about being a keynoter. I wouldn't know, but that is so cool. All right. Rochelle, are you ready to go?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. My truths, and you'll have to guess the lie. One is that I'm addicted to coffee. Like, I have to drink coffee all day long. And it's my survival technique to get through the day, because another truth is that I have 5 kids, and I'm not just, working with Spaces and other online communities. I'm also homeschooling my 5 kids. And my last truth is that I had surgery on my back when I was 12, and I couldn't walk for like a month, and it was horrible. I had to miss out in PE, and that really taught me, like, I think it was when I was, like, sitting out in PE after I got to go back to school after my surgery. That's when I decided that I want to be a teacher, because I just thought, I loved watching my coach and how she was, like, getting everybody to play. And I remember watching my friends who hated to run get into the game so much. And I thought, man, she's really cool. I think I could do that too. Yeah. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Back surgery.
Whatever.
Like it goes on and on and on. The details in it were just so I don't know, like very, very clear. I don't know. I mean, it's convincing because it seemed like it had like a really big impact on you. But I know that you have 5 kids. I wasn't sure about the coffee, but when I heard your most recent truth, I was like, I think you drink the coffee. I don't know about that other thing. So I think the game should be Mel just keeps coming, like doing them all, and then Adam and I judge. But Adam, what did you think?
I'm not buying the surgery. I remember seeing you hanging out with you a lot at Q. I'm pretty sure there was coffee involved. So.
Yes. All right. Well, you both got me. The surgery is not true. I'm not really addicted. Like, I don't need it to live, but I sometimes think that I do. And yes, I got to meet Adam at Q. That I should have lied about that or something, but yes. Okay, great. All right, Rochelle. You guys are right. I didn't have the surgery. I had other things happen, just not back surgery.
All right. So now I have to think of some things, huh? I've had all this time to think about them, and like you played mine earlier, and those are like my normal go-tos. Okay, so let's see here. My truths or lies, whichever they may be, in no particular order, just like I said on my Spaces. And I had 2 out of the 3, and now that I forgot 1 out of the 2. Okay, so I have been an extra in a couple of movies. And another one is that I feel like I use the same things all the time. So I have 9 cats, and I'll look at Mel's face on that one. And I'm also a certified Zumba instructor.
I'm going to go with the cats.
I bet she really does have 9 cats, and she's probably got some porcupines in there as well. She's a Disney princess.
Oh, jeez.
For the animals. You're gonna go with 9 cats. I'm gonna say you're not Zumba certified. Are you? Like, that surprises me. I've never heard you talk about Zumba.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know which one it could be. I mean, maybe I threw the game and they were all truths or all lies. Is there a certification to Zumba? There is, yeah. So I am a certified Zumba instructor for a long time, and I don't know that I have still kept it up, but I am certified. And what was the other thing I said? An extra in a movie with, there was one that was filmed locally, and I can't remember the title of it though, but played a teacher. Imagine that. Got to be there. And then the other one was with, it had Matt Damon and, from the, John Krasinski was in it. It was The Promised Land. They filmed it locally here years ago. So I got to hang out in the gym for like 12 hours and just watch them filming. So that was awesome to just see because I started to study film at Penn State. Just was so interested in it. It didn't last very long, but I was just always, drawn to that. And one of my aunts was actually an extra in a lot of TV series and movies. She was in The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston as an extra, and just did a lot of work on a lot of shows that you would know, like from the 80s and 90s. But so anyway, I thought it was fascinating to do that. And they have been filming a lot more movies in Pittsburgh. I haven't done it recently, but the lie was that I don't actually have 9 cats. So yeah.
Good.
The number was a little off. I mean, if you've tuned in, you've seen 1 or 2 appear here. Not necessarily 9.
Do you have to know people to be extras? Like, do they call you and say, hey?
There's casting agencies and you submit, and sometimes it's just an open call for casting, and you just go and you show up and you wait in line. But I have a friend that I graduated with that her and her daughters have been extras in a lot of movies filmed in Pittsburgh. So it's time consuming, but people enjoy it. But it's interesting when it all comes together to see the movie, to see if you actually all the times that I remember one thing, just walking down this hall, I kid you not, like 20 times, and my shoes kept making the, high heel shoe noise. So they had to keep calling cut and putting rubber strips on the bottom of them so that it was quiet down the hill. And then that part of the scene ended up getting cut anyway. I was like, oh my gosh. So,
are you still lying to us? Are you making up lies?
No, that's true. That was a 14 hours spent in a high school filming. So a crying baby on mute on the bounty.
Still you, Adam?
Oh my gosh.
I do like Anthony Hopkins though. He's a good actor, but I was almost an extra in Captain Marvel because they shot the scene where she gets her powers, where she crashes the ship at a lake that's 45 minutes from my house. And if I didn't have to work that day, I was going to be there. I was really tempted to call in that day and go.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been cool.
You should have totally called in. Yeah. Don't you regret not calling in now?
I regret it now. Yeah.
Wow. And you're not lying. You're being true.
I'm not lying. I was so tempted that day, but
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw this, but I did add Zumba instructor to your name, Rochelle.
Oh, I'll be taking that off. I'll
never forget that, just so you know, okay? All right. Right. Oops, I put the wrong banner up. Okay, are we ready to do this again? Bonnie, you still haven't given us your 2 truths and a lie.
I know.
So feel free. But
I can go again if we need time.
Let's go again. I'm ready to go again, too. I've already written some stuff down. So go ahead, Adam.
All right, here we go. So as a child, I bred purebred golden retrievers. As a child, I was friends with Chuck Norris.
Ooh.
And I got married on stage at an EdTech conference, and it was on the schedule that people could attend.
I know that one's true. I'm sure it's in your book. That last one. Only you two would think, that's romantic, because you guys met at an EdTech conference.
On Twitter, actually.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, wait a minute. Does Chuck Norris know that you're friends with him? Yeah. And what was the other one? Part cat.
Huh?
Okay, you're friends with Chuck Norris. You got married at an EdTech conference. And what was the other one?
I was a breeder of golden retrievers.
When you were a kid.
I mean, that sounds legit. It's Chuck Norris could be true too. I mean, I don't know.
I like Chuck Norris, and I never ever heard that he was friends with Adam. I know I follow Chuck Norris. I mean,
we need photographic proof. Do you have a picture?
Not offhand. I don't
Oh.
I'm gonna say he's lying about Chuck Norris being a friend. Because he would for sure be an extra in something if Chuck Norris were his friend.
So the one that's not true is the one about the dogs, because
Oh wow.
we bred golden retrievers, but they were not purebred. They were not purebred. That's the lie.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting.
There was a few that were mixed, so we couldn't say they were 100% purebred. But my dad was friends with Chuck Norris for many years. He trained with him, and actually got my dad a few movie roles, small movie roles. One of the movies my dad was in, it's one of the classic blaxploitation movies, Dolomite. My dad was in that series of movies, and if you remember back turn of the century, the late ODB from Wu-Tang did a music video where the movie Dolomite was pretty much the background of his old music video. And lo and behold, one of my dad's scenes was in that video.
Wow.
Yeah, that was all because my dad, knowing Chuck Norris and a few other guys in the industry, got into that. But
I love it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
It's a fun story.
Okay, I have a couple of lies and a truth where you have to figure out the truth.
All right.
Okay. All right. So when I was 10, I had the opportunity to sing the national anthem at a Kansas City Royals baseball game, and it was amazing because George Brett was still a first baseman. And if you've ever been in Kansas City, you know that George Brett is our hero, and that kind of boosted my confidence, I think, in a lot of ways, and that's why I love singing. I love attention. It's part of who I am. That was a highlight of my life for sure. Another truth or lie, whichever you think, is that I don't know if you know this, but I am also friends with Chuck Norris. And before I had 5 kids, I was able to do a roundhouse kick like you couldn't believe. Okay. And so Chuck Norris, he's had a major influence on my life. Not just the jokes I tell, but he's the man. And I never heard about Adam or his dad. So that really surprised me because Chuck Norris and I were so close. And also, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to be in Kentucky next week and at the LRP National Institute. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be doing a book signing and a speaking gig. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Will Chuck Norris be there as well?
Chuck Norris will not be there. He said he cannot be there. He's got some, photo shoots going.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you know Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. If you know Chuck Norris, you could tell me what high school he went to.
I think he went to Fresno Unified High School.
No, he's not a Central Valley guy.
All right, so do you know what the truth is?
What the truth is?
I'm gonna go with the Kentucky one.
Yeah.
Yep, you are right.
You're going to Kentucky.
And if you're going to be in Louisville, if you're in Louisville next week, please look me up. I need a friend.
Hey, if you're anywhere near Boundary Oak Distillery, if you could grab me a bottle of the 82nd Airborne bourbon, I would greatly appreciate that. My dad was 82nd Airborne, and they don't ship to California, so I'm dying to get a bottle of that. It's a really cool design, but
okay.
Well, I'm gonna call it a favor, and I would definitely repay you in spades at ISTE.
Okay, well, I might do that if I can. Well, we are coming to the end of our time, and I want to be respectful of our time. But Adam, it is so wonderful to see you again. I got to meet you last month at Q. Where anything coming up that you will be at that you want to share with us before we say goodbye?
I have a couple things up in the air right now, but the one thing that's set in stone is ISTE. Come hang out with me at ISTE. Along with Rochelle and my wife, Catherine, we were featured voices. I'm really looking forward to that. It's a huge honor. So looking forward to all the people I'm going to see for the first time, or I haven't seen in 3 or 4 years because of COVID. Yeah. It's like a huge family reunion I'm looking forward to. So ISTE's the only thing I have set in stone right now, but there's a few other things on the horizon. But check the social medias for that. I am an oversharer, so.
Nice. Tell Chuck Norris we said hi.
I will next time I see him.
Oh my gosh. Yep. So funny.
Rochelle, is there anything you'd like to share before we say goodbye?
No, I think I think that's it. I've got nothing other than, we won't see you on Friday, even though I thought at the start of this that you're like, happy Friday. I was like, yes. And you're like, no. But I'll be back on Monday night with a few of the contributors to my latest book, Things I Wish ... New. So hopefully people will join in on Monday for our little chat. It's always fun. And then I know that Mel and I will be back next week sometime, probably on Friday when it's actually Friday.
Yes. Yes. And in the meantime, if you want to hang out with us, please go to our Spring Into Spaces class. We're having a lot of fun there, and we'd love to see you as well. This week is the 2 Truths and a Lie. I love it. I just think it's fun. So I hope to see everybody there. Thank you so much for watching live or the replay, and we'll definitely see you in 2 Fridays. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.